Okay, well the dog's all groomed. The next and just as important thing is to how to actually clean your equipment and store it. The first thing I'm going to clean are the scissors. Be careful because they're very sharp. I tend to use scissors, these wet sterilised wipes. So I wipe them across the blade, I dry them, and then they go into my UV steriliser. This will kill all kinds of different viruses, bugs. It's a shame we can't go in it ourselves actually just at the moment. So my curve's the same, just wipe them over, dry them off and put them into the steriliser with open so you can, the sterilisation can get to all of that. For blades, I tend to use an old toothbrush. I also have with me a screwdriver so I can move the actual blade across on there to get in between the teeth. I then brush it out, move that over to the other side. If you move it too much and the blade actually comes out, to put it back in, all you have to do if you've got a screwdriver is lift it up and re-put it back in, making sure that little plastic part there is where it should be. So once that's all brushed out and you think you've got rid of all the hair, you can put that into blade wash. That's a substance that basically cleans it as well as sterilizes it. You can also use something similar to this, which is not only a cooler, it is also, it disinfects, it lubricates, and it stops any rust. Because if you're in an environment where it could be a bit damp, or say you use in your outhouse or something like that, you can easily get your blades and even your scissors rusted. So I tend to use that. I also, when I've cleaned the blade, I put that into the steriliser. All the equipment goes into the steriliser, including brushes, combs, for around about half an hour to make sure that they're all done properly. After the blades have been sterilised, I then oil them. Now people say there's 5 points of an oil in a blade. To be truthful, I'm not sure what they are, but I'm sure someone will tell me. I tend to put oil onto there, push it through, put more oil, just a little bit there and there. Then I put it onto the clippers to work the oil in, and I put a little bit across the top of the teeth and do the same. Any excess I wipe off, and then my blades are stored in proper blade boxes. This is a blade box. As you can see, I put different ones in. I normally as well put some kind of dry wipe or something in, just to get the moisture out if there is any in there. But that's what my blade box looks like. I've got 2 of those because I have quite a nice little blades. So I shall put that away. I keep my 10 blade on my clippers because I tend to use that so often I can just grab it. The comb attachments will go into the steriliser as everything. Make sure it's all brushed out, and they're stored in their own container so you don't get them easily broken. With scissors, I put mine up here again because it's easy access. I know they're safe and there's nobody else that's likely to come and hurt themselves on there. But all AbFab scissors come in cases. This is an AbFab case which will store your scissors quite easily. Even the bigger ones are stored in there. So, and if you do need a case, they're very, very cheap. But as I said, AdFab always comes with a case. Also, afterwards, you want to clear the table down, and I use a mixture of dog friendly or pet friendly disinfectant and water, which is this stuff. It's diluted down and it lasts for ages, probably about a year one of these will last for. I always wash the bath over, hoover, and get ready for my next dog. With cross infection, I make sure that everything is clean, sterilised and disinfected, and also towels. I never use the same towel for different dogs. If they're from the same household, I might use the towel underneath or just to mop up a bit of excess moisture on them. But if they're totally from a different household, then I would never do that. Obviously, I clean the shed out thoroughly because of, again, of hairs and things. Some people charge extra if a dog comes in with fleas. I don't, because I think that it's, you know, it's just one of those things. But what I do is I thoroughly clean the shed afterwards, and I use a flea spray everywhere. If I've got another dog coming in, then I have to change that appointment over to another day, because I like to leave it overnight with the spray.